What is this?
This is the Q7 module. What is Q7? Q7 is the embedded form factor. Is for the embedded market. Is the most famous form factor for industrial environment, for mobile and the automotive market. It's a modular solution where the customer has its own carrier board where you can plug through this H connector this module. In this specific module there is a OMAP4. This is the first OMAP4 at the moment. Is a Cortex A9 dual core. On the top there is the memory, DDR3 memory on the top.
Is OMAP 4430?
4430, yes. Okay. And this module was born 3 years ago, and now it's a real standard because the 90% of the embedded board vendors joined this consortium, and this is a real standard. And what is the added value of this module? This module was born for the x86 architecture. Okay. And now, thanks to our pressure on the consortium, because Seco is a founding member of this consortium, now the consortium approved the specification also for the ARM technology. So we can have the same carrier board. This is the first system, Seco realized, the first system where you can have the same carrier board, where you can swap the x86 module and you can plug an ARM module, and you have exactly the same hardware, the same application. Changing, so for the customer it doesn't matter which kind of technology there is inside. You have only to swap and it works. Nice. Using the Windows operating system, Linux operating system, and also Android operating system.
You just said Windows.
That's
only since yesterday you can say that.
No, yeah? we support every kind of operating system.
All right.
Okay.
Cool, thanks. So what is important?
Yes, another important thing. At the moment in the world there is not a standard form factor for the ARM. When you want to develop using ARM, you have to buy the development kit from TI or from the other suppliers. And you have to start the designs from the hardware, starting from the software, and you spend money to develop the hardware and the software. Using a standard module like this one that you can find in the market, you don't need to design the hardware, the CPU, because it's already done. You have to develop only your carrier board. So Seco invented the Q7 cross-platform development kit, or we like to say chameleon philosophy. Why chameleon? Because chameleon adapts his skin to the environment. So, but the animal is always the same. The same thing. Your carrier board is always the same. You change the module and adapt for your application. You change technology. But you don't need to redesign again everything. In this way, you can pass through x86 technology to ARM only with a swap. And thanks to you can find this in www.secoq7.com. There you can download all documentation, and you can register your account, and you can start your development in order to have your carrier board compatible with ARM and x86.
And the good thing about having choice is price?
Yes, because in this way, when you can find, having a standard, the market is open, so you can find in the market many board vendors that can realize that. So what is the general benefit? You can have more suppliers, and you can have also a competition for that. Also the price go down. And for this reason, Seco invented this standard. Now is a real standard because all board vendors joined that. And what is the benefit to the customer? You can have more suppliers on the same standard. So you don't need to redesign again. If you want to change supplier, you don't need to redesign again your carrier board. All is developed. So you change the module, and the module has to be compatible to the Q7 specs. Now the Q7 release is 1.20. You can find the specs in the q7-standard.org or in secoq7.com.
What kind of software is actually running on these things?
Okay, this standard was born for x86, so you have every kind of operating system from Windows and from Windows 7, Vista, XP, XP Embedded, and so on, through the Linux. But thanks to the extension to the ARM technology, you can find also all Linux for ARM or Windows CE for ARM. And also Android. Most important thing, Android, because really know that Android will be the future for the, let me say, also for the, not only for the consumer, but also for the embedded system, for industrial system.
So, when you, also for Android is going to be used in industrial systems?
Seco will release in the second half of the 11, the BSP also for Android, for our OMAP4 and OMAP4 Q7.
Cool. So
anyway, if you go in our website secoq7.com or in our website seco.it, you can find all information about this product.